And we begin with a big win for President William Ruto and pain for salaried Kenyans after the Court of Appeal gave the go-ahead for a controversial healthcare insurance levy, overturning a previous ban. This means that all salaried workers are expected to contribute 2.75% of their salaries towards the new health fund from their already thinning pay slips. A three-judge bench of the Court of Appeal also directed that certain provisions remain suspended pending the hearing and determination of the appeal filed by the state. The health laws were challenged at the High Court by the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, KMPDU, which termed the laws as discriminatory and locked out stakeholders, as Ayub Abdikadir reports.
The ruling paves the way for the government to embark on the actualization of one of its pet projects, a project that has proved unpopular with many, who see it as a new tax. Its intended rollout was stopped by a High Court order following a series of petitions challenging sections of the scheme. Justices Patrick Kiage, Paul Nyamweya and Ngenya Macharia in their ruling stated, "We hereby suspend the orders of the High Court restraining the implementation and enforcement of the Social Health Insurance Act 2023, the Primary Healthcare Act 2023, and the Digital Health Act 2023. However, the judges had reservations on certain sections, stating, provisions of the Social Health Insurance Act shall remain suspended pending the hearing and determination of the applicant's appeal in the Civil Appeal number E984 of 2023. In November 2023, the Doctors Union KMPDU obtained court orders stopping the government from the planned rollout of universal healthcare coverage envisioned in the laws, whose rollout President William Ruto touted as the pathway to attain universal health coverage status. The same year in October, President Ruto, who signed the bills into law, termed the laws as progressive and a turning point to cure Kenya's ailing healthcare system. In the Act, Section 26(5) makes registration and contribution a precondition for dealing with or accessing public services from the national and county governments or their entities, while Section 27(4) provides that a person shall only access healthcare services where their contributions to the Social Health Insurance Fund are up to date and active. This means Kenyans will have to pay 2.75% of gross pay for their Social Health Insurance Fund. Further, the Act obligating every Kenyan to be uniquely identified for purposes of provision of health services. A sample of salaried Kenyans will see different deductions. A Kenyan earning 50,000 Kenya shillings will see a deduction of 1,375 Kenya shillings deducted under the new scheme, up from 1,200 Kenya shillings, while those earning 100,000 Kenya shillings will see a deduction of 2,750, up from 1,700 Kenya shillings. A salaried Kenyan pocketing 500,000 Kenya shillings will see a deduction of 13,750, up from 1,700 Kenya shillings, while Kenyans earning 1 million Kenya shillings will see a deduction of 27,500 Kenya shillings, up from Kenya shillings 1,700. Critics of the new health plan say the 2.75% deduction is a huge increase on what they paid to the NHIF previously, coming on top of the recent rise in fuel prices and living costs. The new law does not address what happens to individuals who cannot afford contributions, but President Ruto said his government would pay for those who are unable to. The Act establishes the Social Health Authority that will replace the decades-old National Health Insurance Fund NHIF and will oversee the rolling out of 3 critical funds. This translates to additional deductions from salaried Kenyans whose squeezed pay slips will take a further slash and in the midst of pressing economic times. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.